Okay.
Surprise.
Surprise! Surprise live.
Surprise lives. Surprise. There we go. Hello.
Hi. So we're coming to you live
From the
as
same place
as we
as
typically do,
always.
except that it's not Thursday. It
Yeah.
is Wednesday. Obviously, you guys know the 4th of July is tomorrow. We have a fun little parade in our town and party in our park, and so
It happens at the same time as live, so
it truly does. So we decided to do a surprise live today. We've got a lot going on these last couple of weeks and the weeks to come, so we figured we didn't want to miss out on kind of just going over all of that with you guys. This might be kind of like a quicker one, just because we just want to kind of go over things and answer any questions, and then we're going to hop off because we got lots of work to do. So first things first, Boda bag. She is ready for pre-order. So right now, if you go on our website, click on pre-orders, you can order the Boda bag in all of the colors and including the milled leather. So, and including cerulean.
Cerulean.
Cerulean, whatever.
So this is the milled.
And the milled, just so we're clear, is also fully lined on the inside.
The other thing to note is there's not a rivet right
There's
here.
no rivet. Because it's lined, I'm able to hide the rivet. You can see on the bridle one, you have a single rivet on each side. But on the milled, because it's lined, I'm able to hide the rivet in between the layers of leather. So,
Ta-da.
yeah. So I'm working on other colors right now. Do you want to hand me the navy one? Navy one. I'm just going to kind of go over this bag just generally. So, obviously we've talked about it before, but the idea with this bag is you can fit pretty much anything you kind of typically would have in there. This speaker thing's going. It's meant to be worn
Surprise
as
live attack.
either a crossbody bag or a shoulder bag. It is reversible, so I tend to like to wear it this way, but if you guys want, you can definitely wear it this way if that's more comfortable to you. And, you can obviously wear it over your shoulder, either direction.
It's not inside out reversible
Oh,
though.
sorry, YouTube. I really wish I was taller. And then the stamp is in quote unquote the front, but really there's no front, right here. And we just, emboss stamped it, so it's not like super showy or anything. The idea is for really the shape of the bag to shine. The other thing to note is the top is fully closed with a zipper. Nothing is falling out of this bag, unless you have like a loose penny maybe.
Sand.
Or sand. Sand would come out of it.
Just want to say, your guys' marketing is perfect. Awesome.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Thank you.
When you open it up inside, it opens up nice and wide, so it's really easy to get in here, get all your stuff out.
Do we have a parade banner? I don't think so.
Us as a company, no.
That would be funny.
But there's definitely banners on the parade.
Boat dance.
The other thing to note is that the strap is highly adjustable. You can see that it's got all these holes on there, so you can really make it quite short and quite long. I'm going to do that for you right now. There's two.
How did you decide to put your logo in that spot? That's a really good question because, so if you look at the bag, it's not symmetrical, right?
Right.
So putting it here would be like an instinct I think that a lot of people would have, but that kind of seems odd.
It
Here
felt like
or
it broke
here.
up the shape of the bag.
And we wanted to keep like the feel and look of it. So it ended up there.
Yeah, I just wanted it to be like kind of in a discreet place.
And there wasn't any place like inside to put it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we have pockets, and as like a last resort, if it makes sense with a design that goes inside, but
Right.
this one didn't have that.
So this is as short as the strap gets. So you can see it's like a perfect little shoulder bag if you're someone who likes to do that. It's also really easy to adjust it. So if you're someone who also likes to kind of go back and forth between a shoulder bag and a crossbody bag, you have that as like a very easy to change options. So now I'm gonna make it as long as it can get.
Wonderful bag. I like it very much.
Thank you. I have a feeling.
Awesome Wednesday treat.
I do have a feeling that this bag is going to be my new go-to.
Ah, jeez. Why does she say that every time?
I know, I do. So in designing it, I really wanted it to be a cool design, but a casual one. So meaning you can really like dress it up, dress it down. I feel like that was one of my main goals in doing it, besides just making it kind of fit the essentials and just a little bit more. So it's like you definitely have more room than our Charlotte sling bag, which is my typical go-to. I'm definitely like a more minimal person though, and I know a lot of people carry a little bit more stuff than I do. So I wanted to make a bag that could fit a little bit more than our mini Chloe, a little bit more than our Charlotte or Greta or Phoebe, but still be casual and easy to wear. So here it is at its longest point. So you can see it really gets quite short and quite long. So it can also fit a multitude of sizes. However, just to note, if you are ordering this bag, if you need your strap to be longer or you'd really prefer for it to be shorter, you really know you like to keep it at a certain length, you can place your order and then either in the notes section when you go to check out or afterwards you can email us and let us know, you know, I really need a longer strap or I really need a shorter strap, whatever it might be.
Or if you have a bag from us or a bag you already love, you can measure that or say like I need it to be 5 inches longer,
Right.
Or whatever you need.
Exactly.
Because this was a lot easier to convey at a market. Like we would see, like I remember very specifically this really tall lady. She was probably like 6'5". She was very tall.
Yes.
It just came up. It came on her. The bag came up to her like.
Not this bag, but a
Not
bag.
this one, but like up here, and she's like, I just wish this was longer. And I was like, well, we can do that.
Yes, we can absolutely do that. So if you have already placed your order and you need it to be longer or shorter, just email us with your order number and you know the length that you'd like the strap to be at when it's worn.
And if you need to talk it through, we can help you with that.
Oh, totally.
Love the logo placement.
Thank you. So, and then just...
We got a lot of questions happening. So
Sorry.
Go ahead.
And just to kind of talk over really quick kind of the inspiration behind the bag. So like I said before, my idea was really to design a bag that felt cool in shape, but still felt casual enough that you could wear it with jeans and it wouldn't be kind of weird, but you could also dress it up. Like I feel like I could absolutely wear this bag, especially I'd say in like the darker colors with a dress and go out. Like I think that would be super easy to do. And so, but the actual shape itself was inspired by original Boda bags, which were these canteen-like bags that they would transport like wine or other liquids in. I believe it's Spanish, is the original origin of the Boda bag. And that is why we decided to name it the Boda bag, because that is what the inspiration really came from.
Hope your launch for this bag goes amazing. How thick of a strap do you use? Do you use the same on most of your bags? So that's a funny question. So, not a funny question. So, it's like a 3/4 inch strap.
Yeah.
And when we started, we were using what, 8 to 10 ounce?
Yes, I believe.
And then we upped it to 10 to 12 ounce in thickness. And I think we're actually going to go back down to like between 8 and 9.
Yeah, I think 9 is...
After doing these,
and this is the milled one.
The milled, which is a little bit thinner total. It just feels nicer. It still has the same strength and durability.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna like break on you or anything.
It acts more like a strap versus being overly stiff.
Yeah.
Not that the other ones don't break in.
Our other crossbody straps, because they this strap is different from our other crossbody straps. But the other one is like an overlay situation. Yeah. So really, if you're wearing that strap shorter, you really are doubling it up. So it's becoming quite a thick strap. And we kind of realized like, oh, you know, going thinner is fine because of that. Not to mention, like Nick said, doing the milled is really kind of shown us like how comfortable that strap is.
And we actually, when we were originally doing it, we liked the slightly thicker part of the thinner one and the slightly thinner part of the thicker one.
Yes.
So I think we just realized what ounce we wanted.
Yeah, and basically, because we've really worked with our you know, our tannery really closely. We've really created a really strong relationship with them. We went and visited them last summer, which was amazing. We've gotten to a point where we can really dial in like the ounce that we need, and they've been sending that stuff to us, and it's been really awesome.
How did you develop your brand identity, and what steps did you take to ensure it resonated with your target audience? That is a loaded question.
That is.
So I always think about our brand identity as an extension of ourselves, kind of like when you get dressed up for a fancy event, or like you go to a wedding, you go get in your suit, you're your best self. So I really do feel like what we do is just an extension of ourselves and how we present that. And trying to figure out how to present that the most authentic way possible is kind of like a personal battle you have to figure out. If you know me at all as a person, I don't naturally get in front of a group of people or talk to them ever. And I also prefer to just be alone in a room reading a book. Alone. So figuring out what works for you and how to like lean into your natural tendencies and who you are, I think is the best way to do that. Whether or not that resonates with a customer base or an audience is a totally different world. So if it does or it doesn't, you kind of have to figure out why, and I'm not suggesting that you change yourself to fit that mold. Maybe you need to have somebody else help you figure that out, or you need to present it differently. That's a big question. Are your straps going to be internal from now on? Is that your favorite strap attachment? So this is just a different one. So
it's just for this bag.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. It just worked really well for this particular bag. It's not going to work for every bag design.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
Can you hand me the milled one?
Wow. Let's see. Reminds me of a bottle bag. Yeah. So kind of like some of them have like a little attachment.
Yeah, it's a canteen. A Boda bag was originally a canteen bag that held wine typically, and that is where the namesake came from. That's where the inspiration came from. I did also just want to show you guys as well as I can here. Nick types some things. Just to show you guys the milled. So the milled strap is fully, it's doubled up and sewn on both sides. You still have, it's super like flexible and comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And
finally caught a live stream, Daniel. Yeah, it happened to be on Thursday.
I wanted to kind of show you, if I can, it's going to be tricky because typically I'm doing it like looking at it this way, but I'm going to try my best to show you how easy it is to adjust the strap. So when you open up the bag, it looks like this. Let's see if I can get both of you guys. So YouTube, here you go. Instagram, there you go. Okay, see if I can do this without, so I just pull this.
It's like
this
a belt
is
buckle.
So hard for me to do without looking at it. I pull this down so it kind of looks like that. It pops right out, and then I can just pull and adjust to whatever spot I want. Kind of get that in place, and then just tug that up, and you're good to go. So yeah, it's really easy to adjust on both sides.
If you're not doing it in front of a camera.
If you're not trying to do it directly into a camera.
Boat bags still made big in the bushcraft industry. Yes.
Oh, makes sense.
It's a delicate look in a good way.
And
probably for straps.
The buckles are solid brass, just like all the rest of our hardware. We don't typically have buckles, I don't think, on any other bags.
No, we don't.
And so we really looked through the options and kind of tried to find the one that would work the best. And I think we really landed on the
I had
the
reservations about how it would look and feel. I thought it might look too chunky, but it definitely doesn't.
No, yeah, and
it kind of surprised me.
You don't ever see the buckle. She's hidden in there, so.
Private introvert and extrovert podcast host. So she is not a true extrovert.
No, definitely not. I prefer, if I could have it my way.
There we go.
I'm definitely like what is it, an extroverted introvert?
Yeah.
So I do like to have times where I go out with my friends. I like to keep a very small group of friends, but like one day of that is good, and like I prefer.
Set for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, yeah. I think every human needs some social aspect.
Yeah, and you also need some alone time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I prefer to be like in our house doing something inside.
She's a project-based introvert.
Yes, is that a thing?
Is it omnivert? No, it's not. It's not real.
Okay, so I just want to, so next, so just to kind of go over it one last time, right now you can pre-order the Boda bag in all colors, including milled, including cerulean, for this week only. We only have a few spots left. We're doing 10 for the pre-order.
Yes.
So if that's something you're interested in, now's the time. It's closing up slowly or quickly. So
take a burgundy.
No, thank you.
Don't touch it. She said don't touch it.
Those are wet.
Oh.
I painted the ends. Okay, so we want to talk about what's coming up next. So after next week, starting next week.
Gotta run, love the Boda. Would be interesting to pull a Boda canteen out of it for advertisement.
That would be cool.
So yeah, thanks for your questions.
So next week, we're going to be starting into just the cerulean color. So you can pre-order certain designs that we've handpicked from the collection that we're going to launch cerulean in. And next week is going to be the mini Bowery. Mm-hmm. This comes with a crossbody strap as well. I can go grab that really quick. Can you?
All right.
It's over on the...
I'm just the guy that does this because it's fun for some reason.
Sorry, I'm just stealing it off of our mini Chloe.
What kind of polish or balm do you use to finish your products? Is it a natural leather finish? So this is how it comes from the tannery. It's ready to go, ready to wear. We do suggest conditioning your bags maybe once every 6 months with a little conditioner, or at least once a year, just to keep it up to, keep the right amount of moisture content.
Kind of depending on how often you tend to use your bag.
Or if you really are a truly daily wearer that just like beats their bag up, you can condition it kind of as you see it drying out a little bit. I personally just like the ones that are more lotiony. So like Chamberlain's Leather Milk has like a lotiony one and an applicator pad. I just find it really easy to not put too much on there. There's definitely ones that are like more intense, like balms. So if you really need to rejuvenate and get your bag like broken in really quick, I think those work a little bit better. I'm kind of a less is more person when I approach that. But
okay, so here is the mini Bowery with her crossbody strap. So you obviously can wear it across your body, over your shoulder. You can also adjust this strap quite a bit. It gets really short and pretty long. And sorry, and it's obviously completely removable. So just to talk about the cerulean color and kind of how that's going. So this is a custom color just for us, just for Hemlock and Hyde that we worked with our tannery to develop. So it's kind of like, it's cerulean. It's kind of like a warm medium blue. So it's kind of like it's not a cool blue. It's not on the purpley side. It's more on like the greener side. But I really love this color because it looks great with denim. It looks great with lots of other colors that people would typically wear. Mm-hmm. You can see the edge paint is just like a touch darker than the leather. Veg tan leather tends to darken a little bit with time, so we wanted to kind of get it there so that way, as your bag might darken up with time, they still match and doesn't look like weird or anything like that. So yeah, again, of course, our mini Bowery solid brass hardware, all the normal stuff. Nothing about the design has changed. It's just a new color and a fun color. I feel like, especially for summer, it's nice to have a pop of color to just kind of go with your outfit. So, yeah.
You see in there? Everyone always asks for inside pockets. Inside
photos. Yeah, it's hard to show.
It is.
But there you go.
Should put some glitter in there.
Oh God, no thank you. So yeah, so starting next week, you'll be able to pre-order the mini Bowery in cerulean, and then we have designs from there, and we'll talk about those as we progress through the month.
I think the only thing I wanted to talk about otherwise was our pre-loved program. So if you don't know, if you have a bag like this one, you can see that this is an older strap this is like 2 or 3 straps ago.
This was, I mean,
Maybe,
we were in our old house.
the original one.
I think this may have been bought from a show even.
It's possible.
Yeah.
So in exchange for 20% off your next order, you can send us your old bag. And like this one, we will condition it. I'll probably end up repainting the edges, and then I'll see if we want to update the strap completely or not.
Part of me kind of wants to leave it.
I know, it's just so nice.
Right? It's so broken.
The other thing is, can we retrofit it with a new style with the old leather? See if that's possible. Anyway, I just want to kind of show you how broken in and beautiful the leather gets. But I think we've had a couple people, not recently, but they get the bag and they're like, man, it's stiff. This isn't what I expected. But it breaks in so beautifully.
Yeah.
And it feels very much to me like the Coach glove leather.
So vegetable tan leather, if you don't know, so there's lots of different ways of tanning a hide, but the 2 main ones are either veg tan or chrome tan. Veg tan, they're using vegetable matter, typically tree bark from the hemlock tree, which is how we got our namesake, to tan the hides. And then chrome tan, they're using chromium chemicals to tan the hides. Chromium tanning is a much faster process. Veg tan leather is a longer process, and it's how leather was tanned back in the day. So if you have like a great pair of awesome vintage leather shoes from your grandparents or your mother or something like that's been passed down to you, that's the kind of leather that our bags are made out of. So, you get a really great new pair of shoes, you have to break them in. They're real leather. That's what we're working with. So your bag will come to you a bit stiff, especially the bridle leather, but it will break in quickly over time and get soft and buttery.
Wonderful.
Like that bag is. So
I get excited every single time we get one of those.
Is that bag up on the site right now?
It's not yet because I have to like.
Or for order, I mean.
Process it, I guess.
Right. Okay. So we will be taking that bag and getting it ready for the preloved program. It'll go up on our website for sale under the preloved section.
So the preloved section, I think, is at the top, and it has it explains what it is, and then at the very bottom right, you can click to see what's available as preloved.
Yeah. So you can that bag will be up soon to order.
Do you guys do apprenticeships? I'm self-taught rookie from New Jersey. Love what you do. So we don't. We get that question so often.
Yeah.
We don't.
We currently don't.
No. But, I mean, that would be a fun thing to do.
Yes.
Love a good patina. Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The leather just patinas beautifully over time and gets just buttery soft. And yeah, I would say that the milled leather kind of comes to you already broken in. It's much softer in feel.
Starts there.
It's the exact same leather. It's just been milled, which is it's been tumbled and stamped to get that pebbly texture, which is just softer feel right when you get it. But you're
but still stuff enough to hold structure. It's a really good balance.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it. I don't have anything else I want to go over.
We covered it. Yeah.
That's a request. Where do you guys source your zippers and what brand do you use? So they're YKK zippers from YKK. From Wawak.
We order them from Wawak.
They're in Jersey or New York.
Somewhere close by, because whenever we order, they arrive here the next day.
Yeah, they should be here right now. We just ordered them.
Yeah, we ordered a new batch yesterday, and I said to Nick, I was like, oh, so they'll be here tomorrow.
So we order in large batches, and the last time we ordered was 2 years ago.
Yeah, which is crazy to think about.
Well, and that was for a couple totes, but now we use them for pockets and for other things. So it took us a while to go through them, but once we started going through them with the new things, they went faster. Yeah. But anyway, I realized I had the old invoice. They went up 35%, and it's not to say it's just funny to see
how things have increased.
How they've increased.
Yeah.
So
totally.
It's crazy.
But yeah, so Boda bag is this week. Next week, cerulean mini Bowery, and we will move on from there. Hopefully get some more photo shoots in, and yeah.
What's the next photo shoot?
I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. Wow.
Figure it out.
It'll probably be the big cerulean Bowery.
Yeah.
Be my estimation.
Oh, and the cerulean will also be available in the milled as well, so that you can order both.
Oh yeah, sorry. So the English tan is a new color for the milled, so that's now available when you order. Where did I put it?
You can order in anything, right?
When the cerulean comes up, the English tan also comes up as an option.
So next week, yeah.
So we have a lot happening, so it was really confusing to kind of put it out there in a way for everyone to understand. And I don't know if everyone understands yet.
Right. But. And just really quick, one last thing. If you guys have been following us for a long time, maybe you've kind of like dropped off and come back again. We are currently no longer doing order weeks. We are open for orders all the time. But we do have the wait list at the top, like so how long you can expect it to take.
It's similar to order weeks in that it's going to be, there's a wait list no matter what.
Yeah.
And we're trying this out to see if this is easier for everybody.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yep.
That's fine. Maybe a new revenue stream a couple times a year. I hear. Oops. If I hear you right, there might be a need. Cool. I love how the Boda bag is adjustable from the inside. Awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Okay, that's it. We're out of here.
Yes.
Bye.
Yeah, lots of work
See
to
you
do.
next Thursday, or maybe we'll surprise you with something else.
You never know. Maybe we'll just try to keep you on your toes and just pick a random day.
That's another question.
Yeah.
Is the hardware, like the rings, D-rings, custom from a similar place? So we actually don't have any custom hardware.
Nope, none of our hardware is currently custom. We've looked into it. It's something that we've considered to do for the future, but it's not something we've currently done. All of our hardware is from the same place, and it's all solid brass. And
if we sold one design and got one piece of custom hardware for it, that would make sense for us. But because we have an array in our collection, getting a custom piece of hardware at like 2,000 to 5,000 pieces doesn't really work for us just yet. So it's not really practical at this point, either cost or just volume. So
right, because you have to order a minimum amount.
I would love to sell 2,000 to 5,000 bags.
Sounds great.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye, guys. Have a good week and a happy 4th.
Bye.
If you celebrate.
If you celebrate.
Well, if you're not in the United States, I doubt you're celebrating it.
Maybe Britain does. For different reasons.